The poem Invictus ends with, "It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Do you feel like the master of your fate? If not, you may need empowerment. Hi, I'm Peter Montoya from ThriveUnion, and I'll be sharing our current thinking on empowerment, why it's so fundamental, and how to embrace it fully. And for more videos about thriving, please support us by subscribing to our channel and ring the bell too to receive notifications when new videos become live. Empowerment is living a life of your own design instead of living reactively or staying stuck in victimhood. It's realizing that in our vast world, anything is possible. There are 5 principles to empowerment. The first principle is the most critical and difficult one. Take absolute responsibility for your life, regardless of how you got there. Plain responsibility is about knowing who to blame, whereas absolute responsibility is about owning the outcome, regardless of whose fault it is. That doesn't come easy, which is something Joelle Castix, an abuse survivor, knows. She struggled for years after being abused until she made a critical decision.
I'm going to do something that's totally against how I have existed for the past 10, 12 years. I'm going to thrive. But I have to take responsibility for my life, for the fact that my abuse happened. Not blame, but responsibility. And the abuse was not my fault. But I can't change the past. So I have to make peace with it. And the only person who can do that for me is me.
Castix learned to thrive, eventually becoming an advocate who empowers others. To help us move on, we can use forgiveness, which we covered in another video, or forgetting. Years ago in college, I dated an incredible woman whom I didn't treat well. I eventually forced her into breaking up with me and later regretted my behavior. Years later, I saw her on an airplane and we exchanged greetings. Then she plainly asked, "Did you and I used to date?" Touché. Clearly, she had forgotten me, and I deserved it. Sometimes the best revenge is to simply forget. Every time a resentful memory pops up, remind yourself of its insignificance in the overall arch of your entire life story. The second principle of empowerment is transcognition, which is actively crafting your beliefs. We achieve what we think possible. If you believe you can grow, learn, and that hard work pays off, you'll likely succeed. If you believe you can't, you won't. The only difference is your belief. You are absolutely responsible now, including your beliefs. So choose empowering ones. Like you can succeed, you can change, and you can grow. Our other videos in the description will help with that process. Third is self-confidence, or knowing you're capable of doing great and difficult things. Self-confidence also means asking for what you want and need. Use a simple technique. Calmly and confidently ask for exactly what you want without defensiveness or hostility. Would you please be on time for our meetings in the future? Would you please not raise your voice with me? Or would you pay me $100,000 per year? Fourth is endurance and wisdom. Empowerment is a journey we learn along the way. We often think that famously successful people have a golden touch, but the truth is they just don't give up. They learn how to succeed. Steve Jobs is heralded as one of the most innovative and successful business people, but are you aware he had massive failures? He was fired from Apple, had to beg a rival for millions to keep Apple afloat, and launched disastrous products. Yet despite his failures, he kept going, learning and enduring. Fifth, master agreements. This means keeping your word, especially with yourself. Empowered people move heaven and earth to keep their promises, whereas disempowered people can always find an excuse. Whenever you find disempowerment, you'll find someone who doesn't create or doesn't meet their agreements, period. Mastering these 5 principles creates empowerment. It may take time and have detours, but empowerment will allow you to build a life of your own design. So are you the captain of your soul or the master of your fate? The answer is a resounding yes, if you choose to be.
ThriveUnion is a real-world community and life school dedicated to human well-being. Our regular events include parties, game nights, supper clubs, hikes, and Thrive meetings to build deep levels of intimacy, empower us to grow, and improve our world. Our life school provides educational videos, articles, conferences, and educational courses. Visit our website at thriveunion.org to learn more.